The season begins in proper today. We start with the Nathaniel MG Cup, a cup we routinely get knocked out of quite early, and then we start with an away game in the league. Also, I've been told how to pronounce our opponents in the cup today, so if I get it wrong, I'll need to continue learning how to speak Welsh. We made some signings also. Let's see how we got on. Describe Gamer, my name is Duncan, and welcome back to the Journeyman. Let's go. So welcome in everybody. There's only one place worthwhile starting, and it's not this one. Tyler Field, we're moving him on now. We've signed somebody. We've signed a few players. What the fuck is transfer history? Let's then look at the players that we have signed. As you can see, they were literally signed within a day of each other, these three. And first up is Kanye Bradshaw. He is an 18-year-old, 6'1" striker who has come in on £470 a week. We're spending money now, which scares me. He has pace, 14 acceleration, 14 pace, 13 finishing, 12 first touch, and 13 dribbling, with 13 off the ball. I am hoping we have finally got the man to get us regular goals this season. He will be our first choice striker. There is absolutely no doubt about it. We then signed the following day Thomas Old. He is an 18-year-old, 6-foot centre back. He is right-sided, as you can see, very, very strong right foot, and also very good with his left. He's 6 foot, that's fine. 15 acceleration, 15 pace, with 13 heading. Not the best jumping reach, to be fair. Decent enough marking and tackling. It finally gives us pace beside Bassett in that back four. So between him and Williams on the right, and Bassett and Evans, I guess, on the left. Or it could be Old and Bassett on the left competing. Don't really know yet. He's on £450 a week. But these are the big signings now that we are trying to make this squad better. And we followed it up with Ollie Shield, 20-year-old, 5'10", right back on £500 a week. Not the quickest, but not the slowest. 13 acceleration, 12 pace. Good natural fitness, okay-ish strength and stamina. Good crossing at 11, which is always good to see. Decent enough dribbling, decent enough first touch. Marking, passing, tackling technique, all fairly solid for this level. Big, on paper anyway, upgrade on Olasunde, who we still have, but is out injured. Or is he back? I can't remember now. And this is why Tyler Field is being allowed to go. It means Jones and the other lad assigned. Harrington will be the left backs this season. And then we followed it up with Max Jenner, who signed 3 days ago. He is a 19-year-old central midfielder. Tiny, 5'7" to be fair. Decent enough pace and acceleration, 50 acceleration, 13 pace. Great first touch at 12. Great passing at 13. Good technique at 11. Flair 12. Decisions 12. Determination 14. Vision 13. This man could play as our central mid, or more likely for us, as our playmaker. Now, his dribbling and crossing isn't great, but everything else to his game kind of is. So he'll probably play as a midfield playmaker for us, or a central midfielder. Oh, excuse me, something awful. We're now, if we are looking to do any business, it will be loans. And this is our lineup for today's cup game. We are going with hopefully our strongest 11, although on paper it's probably not quite. Ollie in goal, Shield, Old, Bassett and Harrington are our back four, with Hewlett and Jenner as our central midfield pairing. Boop. Calma on the right, Joe on the left, Bevan and Bradshaw leading the line. On the bench for today, Williams, Clark, Palit, Allport and Francisco Nari. Yep, Olasunde still recovering from his injury. So yeah, that's, on paper, you could argue taking out Hewlett and taking out Kamwa and taking out Bassett and replacing them with Clark, potentially Palit, Allport on the right, and then it'd be Williams in the back instead of Bassett. But I want to try and have a pacier. I want to see how they two click being a pacey back two centre-back pairing. I'm very interested in that. Might not work. Fine. As we take on, which I'm led to believe is pronounced Kairai Eli. Kairai Eli. The one watcher who I know is Welsh will tell me in my DMs if I said that right. I am looking, though, at the back four. Shield is looking a little bit tired, but we do not have another right-back option. Olsen's still out, so he's going to have to play. Could have played field, I guess, but I don't want to play him. He's leaving the club, and yet anything we do now will probably be loans for backup. After this game, we are taking on TNS, which, yeah, probably best not mentioning that one, I think. Don't want to get myself too down. But it's a cup game that, on paper, we should be winning. And after this game, if I hopefully remember, we will also do the season preview and see where we are expected to finish this season. Club want top half, and I think that's definitely doable. We've overperformed for 2 seasons in a row now. Overperform for a third would be a second place or league winning season, and I don't think that's likely. They're in white, we are in red. Our cup campaign begins. Well, it's good to have a shot within half a minute. That's good. I like that. I am a fan. I approve. A corner that beats the first man? Oh my days, Shield. You're an immediate improvement. You can't do 2 in a row, could you? Go on. 2 in a row. Beat the first man again. Oh! Oh, fuck. We actually have 2 corners in a row we beat the first man. Oh, it's changed days. Changed days indeed. Watch us now concede a really stupid fucking goal. Well done, Bassett. Don't foul. Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought Old was about to slide him in 2 there. Ollie, ollie, ollie. Oi, oi, oi. It's still in goals for us. Right, Shield. I don't know who he's aiming for. Kamwa, back to Shield. Little heel flick. Jenner now. Shield takes him on. Drive it across, drive it across, drive it across. Oh, he came inside. Penalty! And he's gave it. Shield being a greedy bastard, he just won us a penalty. I'm assuming it's Bevan stepping up. Scored for us in Europe in a definitely not offside goal. Bevan steps up. Sends keeper the wrong way. It's 1-0. And I am a happy man. I don't look happy. I have resting, depressed faces. Unfortunate. Every time I see this advert here, I keep on thinking that says something different. Yup. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Well done, Joe. It's the effort that counts, even if you were like late. So for the TNS game, I'm not really sure what I want to do. I don't know if I want to do the real defense formation, which we did and got a point with. Or was that a win? I can't remember now. And there was a point. But we then lost against them doing that, and then when we took them on in this shape, we also lost. They should be beating us anyway. But I'm undecided what I want to do. If we were to go to that real defensive shape, the bonus of that would be having Old and Bassett on either side of the 3 centre-backs, because it would give us pace in those 2 middle, left centre-back, right centre-back, and it means we could have Williams. What a finish! Ideally defending, winning all the high balls from the middle. By the way, I don't know if he meant this finish, but what a finish. What's this ball from Jenner? Just curls it into the path of Bevan. Keeper comes rushing out. Bevan just hits it. I think Did he mean to cut that across for Bradshaw and it's just went in? I don't know. Nor care. It's 2-0. Bevan is now 3 in, what, 3 competitive games for us this season? It's what you like to see. You can definitely see that we are definitely not... Sorry, my mind's going different. We're giving up a lot of ground in the middle of the park. Having the two centre mids basically isolated when we are in possession, which means if we do lose possession, I think we're not really getting much support in that regard. Shield free kick right off the wall. Not too bothered by that, to be fair. I'll need to check our defensive shape. I don't think we're holding it as a 4-2-4. I'm sure it's a flat 4. It doesn't look like it though when we are defending. They seem to be getting a lot of space in the middle when they're on the ball, which is making me doubt it. Kind of doubting myself now. Such a nonchalant passer from Bassett to Hewlett. Hewlett with a great ball over the top. Camel first time. Bevan! It's a hat trick. Is he offside? He is offside. Assistant flag has went up. I thought he was. What a goal that was, though. Great bit of play. Great pass from Hewlett. Having him and Jenner in there, both were so good on the ball. Could really make a difference for us, I feel. Comfortable save, which I like. Joe's looking tired, which I don't. Joe, man, what the fuck was that? It's not even like you clipped his heels. It was as if you just kicked him in the fucking shin with your studs. Bevan with a ball back all the way to the goalkeeper. Play it now to Bassett. He's looking for an option. Should have probably went for the left back, but it's a great ball out to Joe in the end, who loses possession. And then Old just pushes him down. And that's a booking, yeah. I think I might take Joe off at half time. He's annoyed me now. Only player under a 6.7 is Bradshaw on a 6.6. First start for us as well, so I'm not too bored. I feel like I always have players that just start badly when I sign them. Not start bad, but I don't feel like they ever perform great first couple of games. Bevan. Oh, he's unlucky. He's dying for that hat trick. Old, ball forward. Bradshaw doesn't win it, but Hewlett picks it up. Joe, what's he going to do? Jenner, first time ball. Out to Harrington, who just did nothing. He just stood still. Right past idea from Jenner. I'm not even going to say there was too much on it. I don't know, but Harrington didn't even make an attempt to get to it. Bassett does well, takes a touchdown. Old to Hewlett. I actually want to look at Old again. I want to see what his passing stats are. Attributes are, because he looks really comfortable with those long diagonals. Hewlett. Camwa. Bevan. This is a good bit of play. Bradshaw. Slides it through for Bevan. Oh, you greedy bastard. He went for the far corner of the goal, you can tell that, but he really should have just cut it back for Joe for a tap-in. Greedy bastard. Can't blame him, but greedy. If we were 0-0, I would definitely be blaming him, but... yeah, that was a handball. It's the first I've seen a random handball in the middle of the park. That's not the handball I thought. If there was the other one I seen was a handball. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Right, they're standing over the free kick. Oh! Hits the post and the crossbar and doesn't go in. How unlucky can you be? They should have got one back there, I feel. I feel like they got shafted by that. Right, Camwa. Bevan. Shield. Campbell, he's got loads of space to drive, but he plays an early ball. Bradshaw doesn't win the header though. Gets cleared out to Harrington. We know he's not the quickest. Jenner. Oh, it's a great touch inside. Hewlett has a shot from distance, but the blocked, goes out for a corner. We're playing pretty well, actually. Playing really, really well. The wide players aren't convincing me in Joe and Camwa, I'll be honest. But everything else, yeah, I'm pretty comfortable so far. Pretty comfortable. Bassett hits it clear again. My only concern with Old and Bassett as my two centre-backs is they're both about 6 foot. I'm not really expecting either of the two of them to be that dominant in the air. It's why I really like Williams. He's just a very much old-school defender. But I wanted to see what it's like for us, having two centre-backs with pace in there. Especially if we're going to have wing-backs pushing up, we might need the pace to match any runs in behind. That's been my thinking anyway. I mean, in general, you always want to have pacey, strong, athletic, tall players. That's just your generic building of your stereotypical footballer, I guess. But yeah, all in all, pretty happy. Still playing as a counter-attacking side, apparently. But what that really means is when we don't have possession, we're not really hunting them down for it. So why the possession starts kind of low, we just have our chance, and then we sit back again. But yeah, we're doing pretty well. Old, I want to look at your stats. Passing is only a 5. Jesus Christ. Okay, so you are just an old school defender with no jumping. Great. Love that. Joe's on a 6.51. Calman's on a 6.56. Our possession is a flat 4. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring on Allport. He will be a like-for-like change for Joe. I'm going to bring on Nari, who will somewhat be a like-for-like-ish change, but not really. Yeah. He'll play on the right for us today. Hold on a booking, do we make the change? No. I don't think we do. Mainly because I'm looking at Shields' fitness. It's not great. He probably will want to come off. Downside, I don't really have a right back to put on. May have to put Shield there like we did in European game. When Sunday got injured. At least with Nari cutting inside to be an inside forward, it's going to give Shield more space on the wing to put in good crosses, ideally like that. Allport probably should have scored there. The other thing I'm considering is with Bradshaw playing pretty poorly, but then again so is Old. Mainly because that foul I think gave away, but with them kind of not playing the best, I might bring on Clark and just move Hewlett into a DM position and just go with one up top. That's also an option for us. Just to maybe try and see out the game a little bit more. I definitely don't think we can play a 4-2-4 against TNS. I just think they would... As much as we go to a flat 4 out of possession, I think if we were to lose the ball and they were to catch us on the break, we just don't have the the bodies in the middle of the park. I think they'll just cut through us in that regard. So I think we'll probably go for a more defensive shape, but maybe not that Catenaccio game plan, if you like, that we had before. But we may end up going with 3 centre-backs, 2 wing-backs, just to try and shore up the defence a little bit, with probably Hewlett as a DM, but that's just more to get the ball from the centre-backs when we are trying to attack. And then it's just a decision of do we want 2 strikers or do we want wingers, I guess. Depends then what will shape up. I don't know, I'm not really sold on fully how I want us to shape up against TNS. Bradshaw, oh, good ball in. Bradshaw does well, heads it down for what I think was Old to get the chance with. Chance's block goes out for a corner. That was really well worked. I like that. Okay, Old is having a horrific game now. We're going to be going Williams. So we're going to lose a bit of pace, but what we will get now is a bit of air dominance, you would expect. I'll need to rest Shield between this game and TNS, just have him not do training, I think. So he's fit. Bradshaw linking up well here with Bevan. Bradshaw's shot! Good save by the goalkeeper. I definitely can't drop Bevan next game now. He's 3 in 3 games. Really showing up well beginning of this season. Maybe just needed a pre-season with us. Maybe bringing him in midway through just wasn't ideal and hadn't played all season at that point. Who knows? Bassett plays the ball over the top. Is Bassett not left-footed? Is that not why I've been playing him on the left this whole time? Just a great ball with his right foot. Williams plays a short ball to Hewlett. Nari now plays a great ball over to Allport. What's he going to do? He has a shot and he curls into the top corner. It's Reece Allport. It's Britain Ferry 3. That mob nil. Kyrie Ellie. Right? It's 3-0 against Kyrie Ellie. I'm so fucking wrong saying that. I can tell it in my bones. Good goal by Allport though. Good finish. Probably should be starting over one of Joe or Calm, I'm being honest. I think I want to bring in another winger. Probably going to have to be alone though. But I do think I want to bring in a winger. Oh no, we have a winger. We have the other lad. I forgot about that. We do have another winger. I was like, we'll have 3, but we actually have 4. I just didn't pick him on the bench because we have 5 spots today. Bevan just gives up. Williams just launches him to the ground. Stupid booking. All 3 centre-backs who have played today have got booked. Brilliant. Just what I always wanted. Oi. Bum 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 bum. Just singing it myself because I can. Brilliant. I guess we're just seeing the game out now, aren't we? Bassett did well there. Not sure Williams did. Jenner's really impressed me today. I'll be honest, all of the new signings have somewhat impressed me. I know all Old had a shit rating, but I'd say for the first half, in general, I thought he did okay. He was hitting a couple of really good long passes with his 5 passing ability. But definitely Shield, Jenner, absolutely have really impressed today. Bradshaw's didn't really get many chances. 1 or 2. In the end, probably done about okay. Happy. Happy man. Unhappy with that. He gets far too much space on the left. Allport Paul should be back helping. And then on the right, Nari should be back helping. Jones completely unmarked. Now, do not get me wrong. Nari is like 5'6". I don't expect him to win the header, but put him under a bit of pressure. And then Ollie. Ollie should probably be saving that as well. It was just like 3 points of failure And that's before we even go back to the initial ball in. Behind. Bradshaw plays a great ball out to Shield. Can Shield get the cross in? He can. Nobody goes for it. Jenner, Allport, Jenner, Allport. Over the bar. I'm not really expecting a fourth here. I'm just... Then again, I didn't expect us to concede, so... There's that. Hewlett, again, just walking back there. Did anyone else see that? Hewlett, he just walked, watched the guy run past him, and then when he was maybe about 5 yards away, he started jogging back. Am I missing something with some of the instructions or something, or one of the roles I've gave him? Or is it one of those the game in their head's done so he's not bothered? Oh, come on, guys. It's a simple pass there that he's not even fucking make. Sometimes words don't come when I'm angry. Williams heads the ball clear at least. Yeah, it's not a 3-2 game. Don't give them another goal. Stop gifting goals. Go. 3-1. I didn't have anything to complain about until near the end of the game. Then they gave me something to complain about. Brilliant. We're definitely going to have to change our shape for the TNS game. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I don't trust us to do anything different. Going to praise Nari's training, however. Praise training. Well done. But before we get to that league game, let's have a quick look then at season preview. I hit the wrong button. 6th. Fuck me. I'm sure before it used to highlight your team. We are predicted to be 6th. We have a 25-1 odds, the same as newly promoted Ballatown, Carnarvon Town, ourselves, Colwyn Bay 16-1, Haverfordwest have just been promoted at 15-1, expected to finish 4th. Cardiff Met expect to finish 3rd, and then no surprise for the top two. Connors Key Nomads 12-1 and New Saints at 4-6. Nothing really. Top two unsurprising. Ballatown and Haverfordwest being so high up the table, unexpected. On the preview and when they're expected to finish is crazy to me. I'm not going to lie. Actually crazy to me. So we were expected to be 6th, correct? Oh, fuck me. Trying to find what I'm looking for is fun. No data to be oh, back. I just seen team stats. That's what I was looking for. Team stat. Nothing. Okay, we'll maybe find what I'm looking for later on. But yeah, 6th. Maybe take it. John said we're going to take on TNS, and maybe by that point I actually figured out how I want us to play. Right, we're back. It is not the Catenaccio, which is this one. Please don't mess everything up for me. Boom. It is. They called it a 4-3-4, a 4-3-3-4-3, but it's not. It's a 5-2-3. So in possession, we are doing what they're calling a 3-4-3, which will be 3 centre backs, 2 DMs, 2 wing backs, 2 wingers, and a striker, and then out of possession. Our left side is going to be a bit more exposed, and I know that. I may end up changing him to a covering wide centre back, who will then, in theory, move further up. No. That looks the exact same as cautious. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He may end up as more of a wide just because of this space, but defensively we're going to have a bit of a gap here, and that's okay. I'm kind of okay with that because I want them two to split. So if we do hit the counter attack, we have two players up there already. Both have decent enough pay. Well, Bradshaw has a bit of pace, Bevan not so much. So our lineup then is Ollie in goals. Our three centre backs are Old, Williams, and Bassett. Our two wing backs are Shield and Harrington, with Hewlett and Jenner take up the two DM positions. Allport out left, Bevan out. Nope, Allport out right, Bevan out left. Bradshaw leading the line on the bench is Evans, Field, Jones. Field, who turned down his move to wherever he was meant to be going. Jones is now in talks with a club because he's on a non-contract. We've offered him a new non-contract. Polite, Joe, Kalma, and Nari. Nari and Evans are also our two under 19s. I am a bit more nervous about this game. We're also not playing the Catenaccio nullify at all costs style. We are looking to soak up pressure and hitting the counter. The question is, can we do it? Now, when you're setting up a new tactic, you get the recommended by the coaches, what they think would work for your team. Fucking vertical tiki-taka was recommended. I don't think we're there. But what can you do? This is essentially, not sense, but this is pretty much a free hit. Nobody's expecting us to do anything against TNS, especially away from home. Any point we can maybe pick up here is a bonus to whatever we try and do this season. So let's see how we get on. Also, my fear has always been the more defensive side. We are giving up our left-hand side of the park defensively, or the right-hand side of their attack, wherever you want to look at it. But what we do have, instead of having, obviously, the midfielder they're covering, we do have a left-back pressing, and we may end up moving. How is that a penalty? What the fuck? Old gave away a penalty by pushing their fucking player. Come on, Ollie, son. Come on, Ollie. You beautiful bastard. Yes, we're giving up the left-hand side defensively. But we're trying to make up with it with having a pressing full-back. And if we need to, we can maybe try and get Bassett to maybe push up there as well a little bit. Shields free kick. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. And also, if need be, we could move Bevan left. We could move into the attacking mid-left, so we can't really play left midfield. That's the only thing. But if we are just giving up chance after chance after chance, come half-time, we can just bring on Joe, who could do that, or bring on Calmo and Allport could do that on the left. We do have that option. So, of course, the goal comes from the left side of our defence. Williams gets the ball, completely uncontested. Bassett really should do better here. But Bassett and Harrington, they just don't get close enough. And honestly, Ollie should probably be doing better as well. Yep, not great. Not great. So Harrington does what he should be doing. He starts to move forward to do the press. I think I'm going to have to tell Bassett to... I thought it was going to give away on a penalty, to try and cover the wide position as well. I think it's probably the only way we're going to get by. Although reading the instructions didn't actually help, but I'm going to... I want him to cover wide. Because if Harrington does push up to press, somebody needs to fill in that left back area, but I don't know if what will happen. Again, the description doesn't explain it to me very well. So either, from what I could kind of try and figure out, I'm hoping what will happen is Harrington will move forward. Bassett will move along one. It'll kind of make a back four until Harrington comes back, which would be ideal. But what I've worrying might happen, which wouldn't necessarily be the worst, would be Bassett would be the one who would go forward and maybe initiate that press. But what the downside I can see is if Harrington already does the press, Bassett also steps out. We have a gaping hole on the left side of defence, which wouldn't be just would be exposed time and time again if they had any wits about them. Yep, so he's passed him on to Bassett as he should. Good. But again, Bassett's just not getting close enough to Tweedy. And then it's a long ball to nobody and we're immediately under pressure again. The question is also quite simple. It's like, have I overthought it? And it's hard to say because TNS have the funding and the players to absolutely dominate us. So us being poor and them exposing any gaps we have is expected. But at the same time, I'm at the stage of I can't tell if I've made this easy for them or they're just that good that they're beating us anyway. And I genuinely am worried that I've just made it too easy for them. We're going to, it's really easy when we do that type of pass to Walport, isn't it? Not offside. I honestly was expecting that to go offside. That is too simple. I don't really know what I want us to do here now. Because we can say we're playing a counter-attack style as much as we want. The fact of the matter is we're soaking up the pressure, immediately giving the ball away and putting ourselves back under pressure. It feels completely penned in. Where what should be happening is having Bevan and Bradshaw should be splitting from the defenders, stretching their back line when we get the ball back, or when we have a goal kick, where we want to look, well, not when we get the ball back, so that's when we're defending, but it means that when we do finally get the break, we've got two players to be able to hit the ball long to, but neither of them, I don't think it's sticking on either of them. Allport has done nothing on the left whatsoever. I don't think we're good enough to control possession against TNS at all. I don't think we're good enough to be a possession-based team, but, I mean, we're not even pressing. We are actually just standing off them. 38 call it opposition actions before we even do a defensive action. We are not pressing whatsoever. The right side of their team's having a great day. What is encouraging me, though, is a striker and their left winger aren't. Which makes me feel... I don't know. We've been the better team here. No, we haven't. No, we haven't. We could quite easily go to a 4-2-4 again. But again, it's just another counter-attack. We could do a this ultra defensive, but again, I don't want to do that either. Yeah, deleting a tactics get reversible. Don't care. Can we? No. A brow kit? A fucking brow kit? Oh, I've deleted 2 tactics now. My cat and actual's gone. Whatever. So we do a fluid counter attack most of the time anyway. Right, thinking. Thinking, brain, think. I am thinking. We're going to go fluid counter attack, okay? But I think I'm going to go 4-3-3. We'll definitely have a 4-1-4-1 after. What I'm thinking is this is having a fit me. It's not working what I want. Right, okay. We're doing it manually. Right. Hewlett. Sorry, I just need to get my players back to... Fuck. Ah! Hewlett is a centre mid. You are a left back. You are still a right back. You are a striker. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Right. Bringing on Joe. Bringing on Kamwa. Okay. I am bringing off Bradshaw, and I am bringing on... I didn't fucking bring who I want to bring on. I was going to bring on Clark. I'm going to bring on Polite then, which is fine. Hewlett's going to drop into the DM role. Polite then is going to play as an attacking midfielder. Bevan is going to have to lead the line himself, making the runs out of the channels. Hoop. Probably want to use a press center mid as well. Let's get the press on. I said, I want you to stay high. Everything else is relatively good there. Defensive mid, ba-bam. Do you know what? I'm happy with that. Yeah. Okay. 3 changes at halftime to a team that hasn't played particularly well. Let's see how we got on. Haven't I already said you were terrible so far? I was almost convinced we'd had that. So yeah, we've made our changes then. Let's see how this goes second half. It means that attacks are probably going to have less bodies involved. However, we might crowd the middle of the... I mean, we already were crowding the middle of the park. That's fine. But, yeah, you can see now Joe's tracking back with Tweedy. And that helps, yeah. Okay. Fair. I probably would have done better if we'd done a similar thing, but instead of playing Bevan and keeping him out wide, I should have just maybe played Joe on Allport on the left from the start. It's 2-0. Fuck me! Great. Love it. Why is he not coming out to support him sooner? Why is he then not following the run of fucking Lewis into the box? It's schoolboy stuff at times. Unfucking believable. Every goal like that makes me want to actually start trying to do my own set pieces in the game. And then I realise I can't be arsed, but it's still fucking frustrating nonetheless. Jenner, what a ball that is out to Kalma. Perfectly weighted. Cuts it back for Polite. Joe! Blocked. Shots blocked. Bevan gets the ball at Kalma. Kalma's shot comfortably saved by Shepherd. It's definitely been a poor day at the office. Harrington does really well. It's a great ball in behind for Bevan. Bevan's one-on-one. He's took it far too wide. What are you doing? Joe, why did he run? Great win with the ball back from Harrington. Great pass forward to Bevan. He does really well until he hits the 18-yard line, and instead of taking the touch inside, he just goes, ah! Shite bag. Bring on Nari. Bringing off Williams for Evans as well. Just having a really poor game. Oh. Really wish I'd brought Ben Clark with me. He would have been ideal over Polite. Polite is still club captain. That was confirmed before the game. I couldn't be bored seeing if anyone was better. I'm so annoyed by this game. I feel like I've just overthought it and shot myself in the foot. We definitely couldn't have played the 4-2-4. That much is a given. But I think just playing a 4-3-3 from the start maybe would have been the better idea. That should have been a fucking goal. I think 4-3-3 would probably have been a better idea. I think that one result with the Catenaccio was just stuck with me for how well we did it. I was hoping a similar shape would have maybe gave us a bit of a defensive edge, and I was hoping that keeping Bevan as that outlet when we're breaking alongside the other striker, Bradley, whose name I've just already forgot, would have gave us an upper hand in attacking, but it just didn't work. Did not work. Where I feel like the 4-3-3 has to an extent, but I don't know how much of that is they're already 1-0 up. They got an early second goal. Have they just took their foot off the gas? Maybe. Has complacency set in for them? Possibly. Oh, Nari with a stupid foul. Ridiculous foul. Still time to come back into it though, don't get me wrong. I don't think me shouting at them is going to do much. That's a great ball for Nari. It's the second Jenner pass. It's looked amazing today. Polite. Just going to demand more. It's the best I can do. Best I can do. It's a great ball by Evans. Nari needs an option. He's ran it out of the park. course he has. Why would he not? Why would he not? You know? Just one of these games that the sooner it's over, the better, I think. I keep saying I'm playing a 4-2-4, and I've just realised that my sense of just playing a 4-4-2, but I didn't want to be a stereotypical British man plays 4-4-2, and I've stopped calling it 4-4-2. But it is in theory a 4-4-2, especially when we're defending. Not today, in other games. Today is all about that 4-3-3. Oh, for fuck's sake, man! Can we not tackle without pushing someone over? It's not difficult, guys. This game is not good for my, like, blood pressure. Just stresses me out. Oh, Jenner! You did so well with other passes today, then just do that. So many players have just also not played well today. Which is a bit annoying. I also really wanted a target man. Still could try and get one, but it's been very difficult for me. It's a good save by the goalkeeper. Nari should probably be burying that, though. I think the Nari of last season might have done, to be fair. Oh, unlucky. Oi, oi, oi. What do we do? It's also, because it's basically, it's a one-horse race, this league is. I don't think I was going to come close. Koniski's nomad potentially, but I doubt it. They've not been close last couple seasons, but there's not much I can realistically take away from this game. In general, win or lose. Win, outstanding result, never expected it. Lose, is expected, can't tell anything. But I can tell one thing. Even with some of our new players, the squad just isn't. Maybe about to defeat us one game into the league season, but I don't think we look yet. I don't think we have the depth in the squad to realistically put in a league challenge, which is fine. So it's the way we've done the last couple seasons, we've overperformed 2 seasons in a row. This season's currently season 3, and last season's European money have put the club in a great financial footing. We're spending more on wages. Ed Evans gets a goal. Good goal. We're spending more on wages this year than we did last year. We spent more last year than we did the season before. So we are overall, gradually, bit by bit, improving in the squad. But I mean, some of our initial targets that if we could have signed would have been probably better than some of the players we did end up getting. We're wanting like £1,000 a week. That is a quarter, or would have been round about the time. I think I've adjusted that a little bit. But that would have been about a quarter of our wage budget for one player. Now, TNS can probably afford that. We can. But, you know, a couple of players at £500 a week, big outlay for us, don't get me wrong. But having the guys like Jenner, who I generally do think will be a great signing. I think Shield will prove to be a good signing. I think once Old settles in the team, he'll end up being a good signing. Striker, every version of FM, I have issues with strikers. I'm just not good with strikers. I feel like we've probably got the beginnings of that type of squad, but it is just the beginning. Like, Ollie is more than good enough for this division. I would argue that Old, Bassett and Williams are definitely all good enough for this division, but there's a difference between good enough for this division and winning this division. Like, it's a toughie. It's a toughie. I mean, like, there we go. Like Harrington, backup player for TNS, first choice left back for us. It's not a knock on him at all. It's not a knock on us, but it's just that difference in quality that they've got and we've got. It's not ideal, is it? It's not ideal. Clear this slot. I'm never going to use that again. Yeah, we're going back to 4-4, 4-4-2. We'll go back to this and we'll see how we get going. Fixtures. We need to look at fixtures, don't we? When's the end of the transfer window? Do a comeback before or after it? Fuck it. We'll come back then for the games after the window's shut then. So come back from Colwyn Bay. We'll come back for Llanelli Town. And I'll go away and take on, apparently, two of the expected top teams of the league this year. I mean, if you look at the season preview, that is a tough opening 3 games, apparently. I mean, that's the top 3 teams in the opening 3 games of the season. That's not ideal in any way, shape, or form. There are now stats. This is what I want to see. Oh, we have the second highest wage budget. Okay. There's no way we're spending more than Coniski's Nomads, are we? Oh. Okay, then. We might be previewed to finish 6th. We should be finishing 2nd. We absolutely should be finishing 2nd if that's our wage spend. 40k more a year than Haverfordwest, who are expected to be 2nd. But you can see the difference in quality from there alone. Our salary, £221,000 a year. TNS, £691,000. That's not great. It's not great. Yeah. When we come back then, we'll see if I've done anything else to transfer window. Don't expect it. Maybe a loan or two, because I think I'm actually over my wage budget as it stands. Yes. So yeah, don't expect anything that way. Maybe a loan or two. We'll come back out on the shots. We'll see how I got on with it. Another 2 tough games on paper. And we'll take it from there. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a thumbs up. It does help out the channel. If you can, please leave a comment as well. That probably helps more than the thumbs up. Never know with these things. I'll see you on the next one on Friday. Take care, everyone. We need to finish 2nd.